Hello student, today my topic is form events and methods. An event is an action reorganized by form or the control. Every time event provides the action to the form or any other control. Without event, any do not perform the any type of the action. Support click event, mouse down event, any type of the action without event do not perform. Event driven application, in the event driven application execute basic code in response to an event. Any event driven application, Visual Basic is the event driven programming. In the event driven programming, every code execute in response to the event. Without event response, do not perform any event driven application, do not execute in the Visual Basic programming. Each form and control in Visual Basic has a predefined set of events. Every form and the control has a predefined set of the event. If one of these event occurs and their code is in the associated event procedure, then Visual Basic invoke that code. In every time events are occurs and their associated codes and their event procedures are also occurs, and then Visual Basic invoke that code. Every time invocation of the code, events are necessary to execute their code. The following is the sequence of the event in event driven application. The application starts and form is loaded and display. The every time the application started and the form is load and the display. When every time in the Visual Basic application is start, then every time firstly on the Visual Basic ID form is loaded and the display. Form receives an event. Every time forms receives in event might be caused by the user, by the system. Every time user may be the cause, user may be the decide for the event for the form by the system or indirectly by our code. This is indirectly affect the by your code. You decided the form load event, unload event, any type of the event you decided by the user, and this is directly or indirectly affect the system or the application. If there is a code in the corresponding event procedure, if there is a code in the corresponding event procedure, it is executed. Every time of the code is corresponding to the event procedure. The You write the code in the form load event, form in the click event, mouse double click event. Then it is executed. Code is when is code is executed when event procedure is when you decided the event, then the code is executed on this event. The application waits for the next event. When the every time the application is wait for the next event, which types of the event gives to the application. When you decided the load event, then you decided the click event. On the click event you write the code, then the application is executed. When the every time the application is wait for the next event. Form event, the first event is the activate event. The form is actually activated after it is initialized. The form is actually activated after it is initialized. When form is initialized, then the form is then event is activated. Form then receives the focuses after it is activated. The substantial differences between activating and initializing the form. The most important difference is the order in which they occur in an application. The initialize event, then load, activate, then the got focus event. These types of the got focus event differs from the enter the event. In that got focus event occurs every time the control receives the focuses. Suppose the user click on the checkbox on a form, then clicks the report, and finally clicks the checkbox on a form. Then Finally clicks the checkbox on the form to bring it to the foreground. The got focus event occurs both times. The checkbox receives the focus. In contrast, enter the event occurs only the first time the user clicks the checkbox. The got focus event occurs after the enter the event. Activate event. Form activate event is triggered when form becomes the active window. Activate event is when triggered. Form activate event is triggered. Form activate event is when triggered when the active window is triggered when form becomes the active window. The deactivate event. The deactivate event is the converse of activate. Deactivate event occurs when the form is ceases to active. The active deactivate event is the opposite to the activate event. Next is the load event. The load event comes after the initialize event. The load event comes after the but it comes after the activate event as the form is loaded into the memory from a disk or from a disk cache in memory. The resize event when the user or the program code alter the size of form. The resize event occurs. This is has two main uses. We can resize the controls on the form of form with code. We can set the form back to its original size. Next is the we can resize the control of the form. You can take the any control, suppose text box, button. You can resize their controls on the form. With code we can set the form back to its original size. We can change the form size, form resize also, form size, control size. You can resize in the resize event. The next is the unload event. The unload event is logically the opposite of the load. The most popular choice for an unload event procedure is one that asks the user if they are sure they want to close the form. The unload event occurs when the user navigate away from the page. The unload event is triggered when click to the leave the page is clicked. The new URL is typed in the address bar. The forward or back buttons are used. The browser window is closed. The page is reloaded. The unload at that time the unload event is occurred. This is the form event window. Form you select the event, activate, click, double click, deactivate, drag drop. You select the one event and these types of the action is performed on your form. You suppose you select the form load event and write the code in the form load. Then you select the click event, double click event. These types of the event you can select for the form. Next is the form method. Method is the command that allow you tell an object. The following are the form method. First is the show method. Show method is used to show form if the form is loaded but invisible. The show method brings the specified form on the top of every other window on the desktop. If the form is not loaded and show method is loaded, the show method it is used for to display a form. The show method is used to hide a form. You can hide on the hide method. Next method is the hide method. Hide method is used to hide the form but that are not unloaded. They remain in memory and can be displayed with the show method. The next is the refresh method. The refresh method tells Visual Basic to update the display before executing. The refresh method refresh the Visual Basic update to display the before executing. Next is the move method. All controls that are visible to the Visible at runtime provide a move method that remove and resize them on the form. With the application code, it is used to resize the position control at runtime. Next is the scale method. This method is used to apply user defined coordinate to a form. The scale method tells Visual Basic what the horizontal dimension of the control form x and vertical is y. It shows the scale between the form. The scale method, using the scale method, the most convenient way to set up a user defined coordinate system, x coordinate and the y coordinate. You decided the form x coordinate and the y coordinate and the dimension. Use the scale method. Next is the CLS. This is used to clear the form surface. It is basically user for the graphically method. If you fill the form with the background color defined by back color property and then move to the graphical position and to the x and the y coordinate. CLS clear all graphics and takes from the form and does not clear any object. Thank you. Today close here session.